Hello YouTube, this is Frugal, and this is the Frugal Sim News for today, Sunday, February the 26th. First up, big news, Orbex Innsbruck is nearing release. The developer this week previewed the upcoming Innsbruck scenery on the Orbex forums. It's currently in beta testing, focusing mostly on performance with resource-heavy aircraft like the PMDG ones or the FS Labs A320, and it of course covers the infamous Innsbruck airport. Now this scenery is going to require either Orbex FTX Global or the Open Land Class Europe. The scenery is actually color matched to work with either one of those add-ons. It does cover of course more than just the airport. It also includes 4 heliports, including the hospital and the emergency helipad, as well as the city of Innsbruck itself and key landmarks. In total, Orbex Innsbruck covers 2,500 square kilometers of scenery at a resolution of 30 centimeters and 1 meter per pixel. Apparently, it is the largest single airport, single city scenery Orbex have ever done in terms of space covered. Also includes static aircraft on the ground matched to the real deal, environmental effects as well, which is very cool, including oil, rain and standing water on the ground. Features more than 160 landmarks for navigation, full seasonal texturing as well. No idea of a release date just yet. I don't want to preempt Orbex, but typically Orbex do preview products within 2 weeks of release, so fingers crossed. No idea of a price yet either. More information and stay tuned to the Orbex forum link in the show notes below. Next up, another scenery that I missed last week, Billund X. Vedan Design have released Billund Airport, or Echo Kilo Bravo India. It is an airport, for those who don't know like me, in Denmark, located in central Jutland. In fact, it's the second biggest airport after Copenhagen. It features photoreal scenery at a resolution of 60 centimeters per pixel, fully accurate and detailed buildings, animated vehicles and SO jetways, and supports all versions of FSX and prepared version 3. But there's an important note. There are no animated safe docks or windsocks in the prepared version, which seems a little odd. The price is €19.95. More information at the Vedan Design link in the show notes below. Next up, a big release, Just Flight's PA-28R Arrow 3 has released. Just Flight's internal development team is becoming quite prolific recently, and following the TB10, TB20, the Tornado, the L1011, TriStar and the Canberra, they've now released the PA-28R Arrow 3. Now this of course is a 4-seat piston aircraft with retractable gear and a constant speed prop. Just Flight's model features 4K textures, numerous animations including doors, windows, sun visors and the oil cover. It also comes with interactive checklists. It's fully IFR capable right out of the box, and also features an interactive logbook, which looks pretty darn cool. Also has a built-in flight computer panel, which coupled with the IFR capabilities make this a nice procedures trainer, and also features support for the Flight 1 GTN series. The sounds in the Just Flight PA-28R Arrow 3 come from Turbine Sound Studios, who always do a great job, and of course there are accurate sounds inside and out, as well as accurate and realistic flight dynamics. To be honest, and to all intents and purposes, it looks like Just Flight's internal development team are really starting to turn their attention towards taking on A2A in the GA study sim space. $41.99 is the price, supporting all versions of FSX and prepared. More information at the justflight.com link in the show notes below. Kind of sticking with Just Flight now, but not, Aeroplane Heaven have released their Typhoon. Now the reason this is tied to Just Flight is Just Flight are I think the main distributor of this aircraft as well. Aeroplane Heaven's latest warbird is now out. It models the Typhoon Mark 1B, also known as the Tiffy. Now this was a long-range World War II ground attack aircraft that played a vital role in the D-Day landings. It features selectable rockets, bombs and long-range fuel tanks, and has an immense level of visual detail, as always from Aeroplane Heaven. Lots of custom animations as well, and a fully modeled but automatic cold start procedure. It also has gun firing effect. There's even a config panel inside to choose the aircraft loadout before you fly. Now, Aeroplane Heaven aircraft, I've not seen this one yet, but Aeroplane Heaven aircraft are normally what I call sim light, as in they're not studied, they just jump in and fly. If you want to check it out, it's going to cost you $24.95, supports all versions of FSX and prepared version 2 and version 3. More information at the aeroplaneheaven.com link in the show notes below. Next up, Alabeo released their Tri-Pacer. Now, I previewed this a couple of shows ago, but the Alibeo Piper Tri-Pacer has now been released and is available. The Tri-Pacer, if you've never heard of it, is a high-wing, four-seater aircraft which, when it was released, came with a bit of a reputation for speed. It was powered by a 160 horsepower Lycoming engine, giving it the ability to cruise around 130 miles per hour. Alibeo claim realistic flight characteristics and their usual high-fidelity visual modeling. It also features a volumetric side prop effect and a dynamic shine effect on the props. Comes with the usual array of PDF documents from Alibeo and Carenado to get you up in the air. It will cost you $24.95 for all versions of FSX and prepared version 2 or 3. More information at the alibeo.com link in the show notes below. Next up this week, Carenado previewed two new aircraft. The first is the B390 Premier 1, which is a light business jet from Beechcraft, originally designed to compete with the Cessna Citation. The actual aircraft first flew in 1998 and received its FAA type certificate in 2001. It has a cabin for 6 to 7 passengers as well, with a maximum speed of 530 miles per hour and a ceiling of 41,000 feet. As you can see from the renders, it looks pretty detailed. The second preview was of their new 690B Aero Commander. Now, obviously, this is a follow-on from their previous Shrike Commander. It's a twin turboprop aircraft with many visual similarities to the Shrike Commander. The 600 series, however, introduced supercharged Lycoming engines and increased fuel capacity and range, with the 690B also adding to passenger comfort with improved soundproofing and other conveniences in the main cabin. No idea of a release date or a price of either of these aircraft yet. Stay tuned to Carenado's Facebook page for more information. It is linked in the show notes below. And our final story. Aerosoft have put out a call for beta testers for their new sim, ready for takeoff. Aerosoft have a new entry-level sim coming out, adding to the space already populated by Dovetail's Flight Score and Aerofly. To get ready for release, they've put out a call on Facebook for beta testers. You need to be fairly new to simming, according to their Facebook post, as I think they're focusing this test on just how accessible and friendly the new sim is to new pilots. Take a look at the application link in the show notes below for more information, and good luck if you do apply. That's it for this week's news show. As always, if I missed something, do leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'll take a look and see if it's worth including in next week's show. Until then, though, my name is Frugal. Thank you very much indeed for taking time out of your Sunday to watch this, and I will see you all very soon.